What's up, guys? This is Justin with Technique is King. First and foremost, we took a little hiatus from the Technique is King podcast. We were working on version 2.0 of the podcast, so please be patient. We promise it'll come back and be better than ever. We just took a little break for a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to work on some of these videos discussing different techniques and concepts that I like to use in my training and to improve my jiu-jitsu. So it's been snowy here and the gym hasn't been open, so I haven't been able to get on the mats. And there's a few things I like to do when I can't get on the mats, but I still want to train and get better at jiu-jitsu. There's a couple things that I like to do. One is watch competition footage and watch matches and analyze and study what high-level black belts or brown belts or purple belts do in their competition matches. Another thing I like to do is read. You may say, read? How's that going to get me better at jiu-jitsu? I think there are a lot of universal truths and concepts that you can get from different subjects outside of the subject or art that you're trying to master, whether it be music, a different sport, or martial arts. So the concept we're going to take a look at today comes from the art of war. Now, the art of war is generally about warfare between armies. It's not one-on-one combat, but there are a lot of strategies and different things that relate a lot to jiu-jitsu in this book. So first, let me read this little passage from the art of war, and then I'll explain how it relates to jiu-jitsu. If you have a superior force you can use to attack an enemy's inferior one, then inevitably you outnumber them. If you can keep your point of attack secret from the enemy, then they will be forced to mount defenses at many different places. With their forces thus stretched, wherever you attack, it will be with superior numbers. If they reinforce their van, they weaken their rear. If they reinforce their left flank, they weaken their right, and so on. If they try to reinforce every possible position, then every position will be weakened. So how I took that and related it to jiu-jitsu, the word that I'm going to use is called redirection, okay? So how that relates to jiu-jitsu is, let's say you're trying to sweep somebody to the left, but they drop their weight or they post their hand or do something to defend that sweep to the left side. Well, that's going to open up their right side to be swept, okay? Or sometimes with sweeps, say you go to do a sweep and your opponent defends it, it's just impossible to sweep them. Well, oftentimes that'll also open up different submissions because they are defending that sweep. Another thing with redirection is passing, okay? You're never going to pass an opponent's guard if they have a really good guard, usually with the first technique you try. Typically you have to combine techniques or switch sides to get the guard pass. So if you're trying to pass the guard to the left side, but the opponent's defending to that left side, oftentimes that opens up their right side to be passed. So we're going to go to the computer and look at some matches that I found that kind of display this concept of redirection, both with sweeping, passing, and even a submission. Let's take a look. Alright, so the first match we're going to look at is Buchecha versus Keenan at the 2014 Worlds. So let's open this up here. Alright, so first, Keenan's obviously, he's trying to, not obviously, but he's played a lot of worm guard during the Worlds, and so here against Buchecha, he's trying to set up the worm guard, and obviously Buchecha's on top, and he's trying to pass Keenan's guard. So let's kind of press play and look at this sequence. So here Buchecha is going to fake a long step pass and then switch to the other side to stabilize and finish the pass, alright? So let's go back a little bit and play that again. So watch. So Buchecha is going to fake the long step pass to to the left side, and Keenan, great guard, is going to defend to that left side. But what that does is that opens up to the other side. Boom. And he switches and finishes the pass. And Buchesha's looking at the crowd. And that's the end of the match. That won him the match, all right? So let's take another look at a Keenan Cornelius video. Instead, Keenan's going to be the one who uses that redirection concept that we talk about, but this is going to be from the bottom, so from the sweep. So here he is versus Braulio Estima at the World Pro in 2014, the Abu Dhabi World Pro. So again, Keenan's going to be playing the worm guard. So here he is with the worm guard. Now typically, Keenan's going to try and sweep him to this side right here, okay? But Braulio Estima is doing a great job of defending that, all right, to the left side, so it makes it very difficult. So watch him switch his grips and go to the right side to finally get the sweep. And he's got the sweep right there. It's on top. Good. So let's go back and watch that again real quick. All right, so Keenan wants to sweep him over to this side over here. It's very difficult to do so. But watch, he switches grips, grabs Braulio Estima's left elbow, and sweeps him to the other side. He gets the sweep. One more time. Trying to sweep him over to this side. Switches grips, grabs the arm. Boom. Sweeps him to the other side. Alright. Here's another cool little technique. Once I saw this, I actually started using this. So this is Felipe Costa. He is setting up an armbar here. It's really quick, so let's see if we can get it here. Alright, so Felipe Costa, boom. He's trying to armbar this arm over here, right? But the opponent starts to defend to that side. So Felipe Costa recognizes that, and he's going to go ahead and switch the armbar against this arm. So right now he's trying to attack the left arm, and he's going to switch real quick to an armbar and get the submission on this right arm. So let's play it from the beginning. Oops. Made a mistake here. Let's go back. It's full screen. Alright. So here he is. See how he's switched? Boom. Switches to the other side. Gets the armbar. Alright, so now we are going to watch one of my matches. Let's see if we can zoom in. Zoom. That didn't really do what I wanted to. Okay, so here's one of my matches from the Chicago Open. This was a couple years ago when I was a blue belt. Here I am on bottom. I've got closed guard, and now I'm going to try a sweep I like to do called the flower sweep. So typically, you control same side sleeve, you grab the pants, and you kick your opponent over, and you end up in mount. Okay, I'm going to attempt that, but the guy on top does a good job of defending, and I don't know if I lost the sleeve or what, but if you watch, I try and kick him over to do the normal sweep and end up in mount. He defends, but in that process, he gives up the back, so I'm able to come up and take his back. So let's watch this here real quick. So here I am, I've got my grip, so watch. With this pant grip, I have his other sleeve, so his right arm on this side, and I'm going to use my right leg and kick him over and try and mount. But as we're about to see, he defends. I take his back. Well, I don't think I got his back, but I attempted to. I don't remember. But I do end up coming on top and getting the sweep. So let's watch this. So I try and kick him over. He defends. I come up. Start to work on the back here. So one more time. I go to kick. Comes on top, and I take the back. Boom. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. Go train.